What's up, y'all? So here's the issue I'm having right now. I bought two new wastegates, 44 millimeters, off of max speeding rods, and I got a pretty decent deal. I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I'll tell you exactly what I paid: $65 for two of them shipped. I had like some type of first-time buyer coupon, and I don't know, some type of sale. It worked out, so I was like, cool, I'll just get two new ones, slap them in here, and just, figure it out from there. So when I first put it all together, the problem was they were stuck open. So I'm like, okay, well, what am I doing wrong? So I finally got my car over to my buddy's house in his garage, so I can keep it here for a while till I can figure out all the little odds and ends and get this car back together the way that I want it before it comes back out. So the other day, I take them off, and I notice, the fire ring goes in good, but when you stick it on the flange, it's basically just flush. Like there's you usually have to push it in a little, then get the clamp on. It wasn't doing that. I said, okay. Took them all apart, adjusted the valve because there was like 3 set screws at the top. And so what happens is you loosen those, and then you kind of slide the valve down a little bit because there was about that much of a section where those screws can go into. So I did that, dropped it as far as it could go, stuck them back on there, and I did. I had to push them on, ever so slightly, probably less than you probably normally have to, but even still, I'm like, okay. So I came over here today, I fired it up. They seemed like they were okay. They weren't sticking. I drove it around, and it seems better, but the only problem is that I know that they're still sticking open a little more than they should, and I'm not even running any kind of vacuum lines to them at all. So regardless, they should stay closed until you get up into boost. Only problem is you got to be careful because the boost will go extremely high with no vacuum lines attached. Somebody had told me I could possibly run some vacuum lines from them and just go to the intake manifold instead of to the turbo. But even still, I would think that the problem that I'm having, it still should remain closed now. So I don't know. I might give that a go before I tear it all back apart and see if that helps. If not, I'm just going to order 2 decent ones and spend a little extra money this time. And, sometimes you can't always be cheap, guys. But, so basically the plan for this is I have a new steering rack that needs to go in. That's number one. And then I have my short block I need to get assembled, and I like to use this head, get it all redone. Boom, slap it together, have a built motor, get my trans with some new bearings in it. And then she should be good to go after that, honestly. Other than that, just the little odds and ends. I have a coolant plug, but I think I'm going to wait until I get the new motor in before I do all that. There's no sense of wasting time doing all that. I ended up pulling all the gauges out of the dash and most of the switches because I want to take it out and paint it black and then put it back in. Need to readjust my clutch pedal height. I want to do obviously some more of the new wiring, a couple other little things that I want to do with it as far as wiring. You'll see later on. Other than that, I have a sport 4-wheel drive brake setup, booster, delete, the whole 9. So also, I don't know if I want to just yank the motor out and then just do all that, since it'll be so open and easier access to all that kind of stuff, or just try to do it with the motor still attached. Not sure. I had to talk to my buddy and see exactly, how long is this able to stay, and this and that. I mean, I'm paying rent in here, so it's not like it's free, So, but other than that, it's just going to be a long winter and probably part of the spring. Hell, it might even take half the year. Who knows? These things sometimes can't happen overnight. But yeah, that's mainly the goal. I do like to get real seat brackets instead of using the sliders and stuff off the OEM seat that I use. Crazy thing is I still got a decent amount of fuel in here, and that E85 can get nasty just sitting. So I don't know, man. Oh yeah, I also want to do the Lexian on the front 2 doors, get these cut open, and go from there. I don't know if you guys saw that crazy accident in Jersey, but man, definitely got to be careful out there street racing, guys. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next one.